Hey everybody, Wyoming James checking in with my partner in crime, Mr. Mason D. Mason D is with me today. So we're headed out. We're headed to camp. We've got all of our gear packed up. We've got coolers, we've got the grub box, we've got extra fuel, all of our last minute stuff. And we just got one thing to get before we head out there. Do you know what that is?
Porta John.
Gotta get the Porta Johns. So we're going to see our friend Sean with Sean's Johns, and hopefully he has us a sparkly clean outhouse that's trailer mounted that we can drag out there and get all muddy for him again. So stay with us. We're gonna go hit up our friend Sean with Sean's Johns. Stand by. So how many people recognize this look right here? Well, that's the look. Some of you who were watching at this time last year, that is the look of the guy without a Porta John. I swear to you, I do not plan this stuff. It just happens. So we were actually on I-25 North, headed out to Bar None, when I just shot that last little video. As we're getting off on the exit, I call our friend Brand X with Brand X Johns, and I said, "Hey, Brand X, I'm on my way over to your place to pick up that trailer-mounted Porta John. Are you ready to go?" Yeah, I'm not there right now. I said, "Oh, that's okay. Is there somebody else there that can show me which one it is?" Well, that's the problem. The one that you're supposed to have, it got rented out without me knowing it, and so it's not available. But I can have you one first thing tomorrow morning. I can have you one by 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. And I'm like, oh, son of a dirty rotten. So, problem is, I don't want to make the trip out and the trip back in and the trip back out again just for some Porta Johns. I'm in town. I'm headed out there. Don't want to come back. Don't want to make another trip. So hung up the phone with him, scratched my head for a little bit. Mason and I came up with a plan. We Googled up yet another Porta John place. The nice lady at the Porta John place said that if I could give her an hour or two, she could have me one ready to go. So we wait. So we're parked by the substation over here in Bar Zero, Wyoming. Actually Salt Creek Highway-ish, port of entry. So we're just sitting here, killing some time. I don't know, I think I'm gonna start drinking. I think we'll go to the bar and just have Mason drive me around drunker than a skunk. So, the Porta Johns, he just said before I turned on the camera, he's like, "Man, you have the worst luck with Porta John people." Yeah, apparently I do. So, maybe, here's a business idea. Maybe I buy my own Porta John and fill it out there and bring it in here and dump it into my clean out at my house. Does that sound familiar to anybody?
It's $1 million idea.
Yeah, it's $1 million idea. Then you don't have to pay for the disposal of that stuff. Never mind. It's already been done before. All right, well, I'm done picking on Porta John people. So I'll tell you what. Let's break loose here. I will get back on after I get a call back from our friends at the new Porta John place. So stay with me. All right, so we thank goodness for our friends at D&K Hauling, and they are let me get their number in here. So it seems like somebody always comes through in a pinch for a Wyoming James, and these guys were no exception. So I called their after hours hotline, and I got Margaret. Right, Margaret?
Yes, sir.
I got Margaret. We're gonna say hi to Margaret over here. I got Margaret on the phone, and I said, "Hey, listen, here's what I got going. I need some help. Can you help me out?" And she says, "Can you give me about an hour or two?" And lo and behold, within an hour, she was calling me back saying, "Come pick up this portable." So we are going to hook onto this thing, and we're going to head out. We're going to go meet all of our Pennsylvania friends, and hopefully have some good luck this week. So big shout out to our friends at D&K Hauling, because they really came through in a pinch. Stay with us.
How'd you hear about us?
So we are on the road. We're northbound, and we've not yet left the pavement. But I'm really worried about what it's going to look like when we do leave the pavement, because it snowed a bunch. Let's see if you can see out Mason's window. There's still some snow out there, but also the sun's out, as you can see on my handsome face, and it's melting fast. Like, it's been blue sky since about noon. It's about 4:30 right now. So anyway, so big thanks to our Porta John folks, D&K Hauling. Now I do have to let you know that the former Porta John guy, he offered if I would pick one up tomorrow. He said, man, I'll make it free for you. And free is nice, but free is not today. And so free tomorrow is not nearly as good as pay for it and get it when you need it. So it's kind of like that old sign, free beer yesterday. A little worried though, because I got a grainy cell phone video from Jake, because they headed out to camp already. And in that grainy cell phone video, there were three, count them, three wall tents that were in heaps on the ground, covered with snow. So the wind must have picked up and tore those tents down. So I don't even know what we're gonna have to deal with when we get out there. Now I know Tim, and he's gonna go to work quick, putting those tents back up. So we won't have to worry about that. But all right, we've hit the dirt road. So let me show you that. We've hit the dirt road here, so yeah, it looks like it's nice and wet. Snowed all night, melted all day. We'll see how long it takes us to get into to hunting camp. So we're just gonna plug away here. Sorry about the long face. I was born with it. But sorry about the doom and gloom attitude too. It's just, man, I can't seem to catch a break here. So soon we will. Stay with us.
It's not good.
Now we've been here for a little bit. We've probably been here for about an hour and a half. But we got some stuff done. First of all, we got the outhouse in here. Thanks again to our friends at D&K Hauling. Now, by the time we got here, Tim and Jake and Donnie and Don had all got the tents back up. I was misinformed. It was only two of the tents that went down. So it was this one right here behind me, and then the far one, which is the cook tent. So tell you what, I'm going to shake loose for just a second here. I'm going to flip the camera around. We're going to do a quick tour. All right, so beautiful, beautiful evening. It's calm. I don't know if I ever remember it being quite so calm. But before we run out of light, I just want to do this for our friends who aren't out here. We're just going to take the little trip to the top of the hill here. Just kind of show you what kind of winter wonderland we're dealing with. So some of my friends who have been here before, Jerry Comer, Lefty Miller, Keith Nifong, those friends, they'll recognize this view. I don't know how many of them seen it with this much snow on it, but here it is. So beautiful Wyoming sunset. And now let's cruise in, and I'll kind of give you guys the heads up on what happened with the tents. Just got our man Jake. Now Jake has put up these tents so many stinking times that he could do it. I know for a fact he can do it in the dark. He could probably do it in his sleep. So thanks to Jake and Tim and Donnie and Don for getting those back up, so we have somewhere to sleep tonight. So what happened here is this tent took a big dive, and of course right there where that mildew was, it knocked some holes in it. And then back here as well on the ridge. On the ridge there was a big hole there, but we've put a fly over it. That was kind of my contingency plan. We should have just gone ahead and done that. I don't know how long it's going to hold. But nice thing is we fired up the burner that we cook our coffee on. And when we did that, it really warmed things up in here. Of course, it made it a lot darker too, but it's significantly warmer in here than it is outside. But as you can see, we've got windows now where we didn't have windows before. So we're fixed up. Now let's cruise in here and see what things are looking like at Casa del Don. Oh, here we go. So our man, Donnie Babb, in here getting ready for the morning hunt. Now, this one needed put back up too. Now, what we did on this tent was these ridge poles, these uprights had fallen over, and there's no dowels in these. So what we did is we took a 2x2 that was laying around camp. Donnie screwed some 3-inch sheetrock screws into it and then screwed it to that ridge, and we did that on both ends, and that seemed to firm it up. So now we got the fire going in here. It's warming right up in here too.
Yeah.
So things are good. So now I got to introduce everybody. This is also Don Babb. Now this is the patriarch of the family here. He's the one who wasn't able to make it last year out to hunt with us. He had some medical issues, but thank the good Lord he's made it out with us this year, and we're looking forward to having him. So Diane, we got Pap out here, and we're gonna show him a good time. So stay with us. Wait, we gotta get the signature adios from Donnie. Thanks, boy. So let's sneak over here and say hi to Mr. Personality. Hey, Timmy.
How we doing, James?
Doing good. So you probably weren't listening in, because when the camera goes on, you turn off, but I was telling everybody that it was due to you and Jake and the Dons that we're actually having tents out here that we can sleep in. So,
yeah.
So
been a lot worse.
It could have been. Now, I really thought we had 3 tents out here that were in a heap, and I was just not looking forward to it. And I'm like, am I pulling an outhouse out here just so we can all go back to town? So, no, it's cold. It is cold, and we're. Anybody have an idea what temperature is?
Last I checked, it was 20.
So it was 20, you said, Jake?
That was like an hour ago.
So, yeah, the panty dropper doesn't have a thermometer in it, so I have to lean on these high-tech guys for that stuff. So 20 degrees, and it's going to get colder, I promise you that. But we've got plenty of firewood, thanks to yours truly and Powder River Mandarin. And we've got the fires are going. It's nice and toasty warm in all 3 of these tents. So we are going to check out for right now. I may fire this up for dinner and just kind of get some of that conversation. But if not, I just want to say thank you all for watching and stick with us, because there's more hunting action tomorrow.